Now, students, in this video, I am going to discuss about the convex function, convex and concave functions. So, here convex function. According to the definition, let S subset of Rn be a convex set. So convex function is defined on a convex set. So this is the domain. So let S subset of Rn be a convex set. A function f from S to R, that means a real valued function, and domain is S, is said to be convex over S if this condition holds. F of lambda x1 plus 1 minus lambda x2 is less than equals to lambda of f of x1 plus 1 minus lambda f of x2. This is valid for all x1 x2 belongs to S and lambda belongs to closed interval 0 to 1. Now what is the graphical meaning of this? We will see. So if the above inequality holds as strict inequality rather than this less than equal to strictly less than, then the function f is called strictly convex function. This is convex function, this is strictly convex function if in place of less than equal to we are having less than on S. Fine. So now the meaning of this equation graphically, we are having this graph. This is the function, this is the domain of the definition of the function. This here is this point x1, here is x2. Take their convex linear combination. So the ratio is here lambda and 1 minus lambda. So lambda x1, 1 minus lambda x2, this is denoted by capital X. So if you vary lambda from 0 to 1 in closed interval 0 to 1, then you can vary from x1 to x2. Every point, you are including every point. So let's see in this, for some value of lambda, this is the point. Fine. This is x denoted by capital X. This is the function. So now find out the value of the function at this point. So this will be this point. That means f of x. So we can represent this point by the ordered pair x and this height. So this is x and the height is f of x. Fine. Now here again find out the value of function at this point x1. So x, the ordered pair will be x1 and f of x1. Similarly this is x2, the ordered pair will be of this point will be x2 and f of x2. Now join again this point and maintaining the same ratio 1 minus lambda and lambda. So here every point of this line can be written as lambda f of x1 1 minus lambda f of x2, because this is the height. This height is nothing but f of x2. This height is nothing but f of x1. That's why. So this height can be written, this point into the every point. For example, if you join this line, this is again a curve, this is again a function. So if this is x, so what will be the value of this? Value will be lambda of f of x1 plus 1 minus lambda f of x2, and its x coordinate will be x. X, the ordered pair will be this. Fine. And you can see that this height a to c is greater than a to b. So this is written here, a to b is less than equal to a to c. What is ab? This height is denoted by f of x. What is ac? ac is nothing but this lambda f of x1 plus 1 minus lambda f of x2. This. But what is f of x? What is x? X is nothing but lambda of x1 plus 1 minus lambda of x2. So replace this value, so we are getting this. This is actually this condition. This is this condition. So this is the condition of convexity. That means function is having this type of bowl shape. Fine. So this is the convex function definition. Let's see graphically through examples. One is this. F is from R to R, set of real numbers to set of real numbers, and defined as f of x equal to x square. Fine. So parabolic shape. So this is this shape, and you can see that when you join any two lines, so for example here graphically means if you join any two lines, then that line basically always lies above the curve, above the function or above the curve, then we can say that the function is convex. Similarly here, if you join any two line on this, this line always laying above the curve or above the function, that's why function is convex. Similarly here, if you join, this is a bathtub curve. If you join any two points through a line, then this line always laying above the curve, and that's why this is convex function. Now another definition is concave function. Concave function, so this is just the reciprocal of this. That means rather than this bowl shape, now the function is of this form. So let S subset of Rn be a convex set. So a function f from S to R is said to be concave over S if f of this condition. So in place of now less than equal to, we are having greater than equal to. Nothing else, only this change is there. Rest of the definition is as it is, except this sign of inequality. Rather than less than, we are having greater than. Fine. So this is the condition of concavity. That means f is concave if and only if minus f is convex. Just if you multiply by sign, so this will be the sign of less than equal to. So f is concave if minus f is convex. Graphically, this is the picture. Same explanation here, except now when you join the line, this line always laying the below the curve. Here above the curve, here always below the curve. This is the only difference. Fine. So this is the definition of concave function. Now we are having few examples here. More examples. First one is f from R to R defined as f of x equal to x square. We have already taken this. This is convex. Similarly, the second function here, f from R to R, f of x is equal to modulus of x. So the shape of first function is this. This is a convex shape. Similarly, the shape of the second function is this, v. So if you join any line, 2 points through a line, then always lying this line always laying above the curve, and that's why this is convex. Now the third, e raised to the power x. This is the curve e raised to the power x. If you join by the line, then this line always laying above the curve, and that's why this is convex. Next is f of x equal to minus x square. Minus x square. So obviously when you take minus x square, the shape will be just reverse of this. That's why concave. Now the next is function is from 0 to infinite to r, defined as ln x, log x. Concave. This is the shape of this function. So if when you join this line is laying below the curve. That's why this is concave. Here f of r to r is 2x plus 3. So this is basically a line, and line is always a convex as well as concave set. Line हमेशा straight line हमेशा convex भी होगी और concave भी होगी. Fine. Next is f of r to r, when function is defined as f of x equal to x cube. So when you draw this curve, you will see that this some part is convex, some part is concave. That's why neither convex nor concave. Just like this. This is the next example, sin x. So we are having this. You can see that some part is concave, this part is convex, this part is concave, and so that's why this is neither convex nor concave. Similarly, x cube. Fine. So these are few examples. Now mathematically show that following functions f from R to R are convex. First, this is the graphical way to analyze whether the given function is convex or concave. Now this is the mathematical way. So mathematically, suppose we are having f of x equal to magnitude of x. That means the second example. So how to prove this? So we have to examine this condition, whether this condition satisfied or not. So let's see. So x1 x2 belongs to R, 2 points. Then take their convex linear combination and find out the value of the function. So f of lambda x1 plus 1 minus lambda f x2. Now, but according to the definition, this will be nothing but magnitude of x. But x is this quantity, so magnitude of lambda x1 plus 1 minus lambda f x2. Here lambda varies from the closed interval 0 to 1. Apply the triangle inequality which is stated here. So this implies this is less than equals to magnitude of lambda x1 plus magnitude of 1 minus lambda of x2. Now apply, because lambda is a positive quantity, so you can take it outside. So lambda, there is no need to write down magnitude because lambda is a positive quantity. So lambda magnitude of x1 plus 1 minus lambda x2. 1 minus lambda is also positive because lambda is in between 0 and 1 closed interval. So this is magnitude of x2. But according to this, x1 is a point of the domain of the function satisfying this condition. So f of x1 is basically magnitude of x1. So this is nothing but f of x1. Similarly, magnitude of x2 is nothing but f of x2. So this condition is nothing but, because this is less than equal to, so that's why function is convex function. This is exactly same this as this condition. That's why this is convex. Similarly, second example and third example. So you do yourself. Fine. So this is the way you just understand this. Now the properties of convex functions. Let f and g be two convex functions defined over a convex set S. Then their sum is convex. Their scalar product lambda alpha 1 lambda alpha into f, where alpha is greater than equals to 0, and maximum of f of x and g of x are also convex functions. So if f and g are two convex functions, their sum is convex, and scalar multiplication of one convex function is also a convex function, and if you are taking the maximum of f of x and g of x, then this is also a convex function. Fine. Here, second one. Now we generalize this concept. Suppose in place of 2 we are having k number of convex functions defined on the same convex set X, subset of Rn, then their scalar multiplication alpha 1 f1, alpha 2 f2, alpha k f1, they will be convex sets. Then take their sum alpha 1 f1 plus alpha 2 f2 plus f. That means we are merging this type of condition and this condition, taking their linear combination. We are merging these two conditions, generalizing this concept. So this is basically a convex function on S. Fine. So this is the convex function. Now, so the proof of the first part is this. The proof of the first part is given here. So take H is f plus g, x1 x2 belongs to S. So now, because we want to prove that this is a convex function, so h of lambda, take lambda x1 plus 1 minus lambda of x2, and we have to prove that this is nothing but less than equal to lambda of h of x1 plus 1 minus lambda h of x2. So we want to prove this. Now what is h? H is nothing but f plus g. So just replace this h by f plus g and this lambda x1 plus 1 minus lambda f x2. Now apply the linear algebra of the functions. So this is f of lambda of x1 plus 1 minus lambda of x2 plus g of lambda x1 plus 1 minus lambda of x2. Again, this can be rewritten as lambda f of x1 plus 1 minus lambda, because this is the linear combination and f is a convex function. Since this is a convex function f, so by the definition of convex function, this can be written as less than equal to lambda f of x1 plus 1 minus lambda f of x2. Similarly, g is a convex function, so this can be rewritten as lambda less than equal to lambda g of x1 plus 1 minus lambda g of x2. Now combine this and this, take lambda common, so we are having this plus 1 minus lambda and 1 minus, combine these two, so we are getting this. But this can be further rewritten as lambda f plus g x1 plus 1 minus lambda, again this can be rewritten as f plus g f x2 by the algebra of functions. But this is nothing but h, this is nothing but h, so lambda h of x1 plus 1 minus lambda h of x2. That's why this is a convex function. Similarly, we can prove the second part and the third. However, we will prove the third part later on. We will prove the third part, maximum of f of x g of x, later on. Fine. So when you generalize this concept, so alpha 1 f1 plus alpha 2 f2 plus alpha k fk, this is also a convex function. I hope you understand. Now here is the case. A convex function need not be continuous. This is basically a convex function need not be continuous, and this is the example. If you draw this function, so this from minus 1 to 1, this is x square parabolic shape, but at x equal to 1 the value is given to you 2. So at 1 this is 2, and for less than 1 its value is nearby some value. So this is somewhere here for this function, this branch, and at x equal to 1 exactly here the value is 2. So there is a jump, and that's why this is discontinuous. However, this function is convex if you join, because this is the single point. If you join this, so this is so, and if you want to join is this is also above the curve, that's why this is convex. Next point is that a convex function need not be a differentiable, and we have already taken this example. This is not a differentiable function but a convex function. So that's why a function need not be a differentiable, and example is f of x equal to magnitude of x. Fine. So this is about the convex function. Now we will take few more definitions like convex hull. So what is convex hull? Convex hull is that, some other definitions and theorems. So what is first definition is convex hull. The smallest convex set containing S is called convex hull. I hope you understand easily, and we have already defined this in our previous course of operations research. So here the smallest convex set containing S is called convex hull, and it is denoted by HS, where S is the set which may be or may not be a convex set, but its convex hull is always be a convex set. For example, here this shaded part is basically a non-convex set, and now when you include, and this is non-convex due to this part, because this is not the part of the set. If you include this, then ultimately if you take any combination, then this combination will be the linear combination of any 2 points will be inside S, and then this will be a convex set. Fine. But here this S is not a convex set. So HS is basically the set after adding this part. Just add this part and this will become a new set which is denoted by HS, and this is called as convex hull. Fine. So this part is HS, and you can see that here HS is not equals to S because S is the subset of HS here. Similarly here in the second case, this shaded part is a non-convex set. Now if you add this part, this triangle in this set, then this will become this part, and this is basically your convex hull. स्मॉलेस्ट कॉन्वेक्स सेट, ये सबसे छोटा कॉन्वेक्स सेट है जो इस सेट के ऊपर डिफाइन है, and hence HS is not equals to S, and HS is a convex set and S is a non-convex set. However, in the third one, S itself is a convex set, तो इससे ज़्यादा और छोटा convex set हो नहीं सकता इस सेट के ऊपर जो डिफाइन हो. So that's why HS is equal to S, and both are convex sets. So I think you understand this. So here HS, that means convex hull, is the intersection of all the convex set, because क्योंकि सबसे छोटा convex set होता है जो set S के ऊपर define होता है और सबसे छोटा है, that's why intersection की बात होगी. So HS is convex hull. So किसी set के ऊपर बहुत सारे हो सकते हैं. For example, suppose this is the set, and you can see that this is not a convex set, because if you join one point here, one point, this will be the outside this. But you can extend this by adding some parts. So here the smallest is this, another is this is also convex, this is also convex. If you add this part again, this is, so what will be the smallest one? The smallest one is this is actually HS, this is HS, smallest convex set. Fine. So here intersection of all the convex set which contains S. Here is a note point. If S1 and S2 are convex, then their intersection is convex. However, their union need not be convex. For example, here this is S1 is convex, this is S2 is convex. If you take their union, then this is not convex, because if you take one point here, another point here, this will be some of the line segment laying outside this. That's why this is not a convex set. Fine. However, this is S union S2 is convex if either S1 is a subset of this. For example, here S1 union S2 is S1, if you take the union of these two, then this will be S1. That means this is convex only when union is convex. Either S2 is a subset of S1 or S1 is a subset of S2. Fine. So this is the all about the convex set. Similarly here we are taking two. Here S2 is not convex, S1 is a convex set. Now take their union. If you are taking their union, so this is a convex set. तो दोनों अलग अलग हैं, ये कॉन्वेक्स नहीं है, ये कॉन्वेक्स है, बट इनको जैसे मर्ज करेंगे, फिक्स करेंगे तो एक बॉल की शेप की बन जाएगी जो कि कॉन्वेक्स सेट है. लेकिन S2 इज नॉट अ कॉन्वेक्स सेट, S1 इज अ कॉन्वेक्स सेट. फाइन. सो S2 not convex, however S1 is convex, and their intersection is not phi because we are having this common boundary. Fine. So this is all about the convex set, convex functions. Now we will prove some theorems in the next class. Thank you.